When I came to Delhi, I was stuck with geography, psychology. These were my initial options. By chance, I stumbled upon public administration and I found that to be easy for me. I'm interested in it. So I picked it up. That is the only reason. What you're comfortable is what you should choose. You need to live with the optional, not with the faculty. Don't again go behind multiple books. Why? Because if you're going behind multiple books means, then why am I here? You just focus on attending the class regularly. How many of you are really confused between at least between two optionals right now? A good majority. Simple thing I'll tell you to do. Now, as it is, you people have invested quite amount of time and money also for your classes. Let's say you are confused between two optionals. Not going to name it, just optional 1 and optional 2. There is a standard textbook for every optional. One standard textbook. What I mean by standard textbook is where at least 50 to 60% or at least 40% of the syllabus is there. Buy that one book from that optional. Let us say book A from optional 1, book B from optional 2. Maximum how much you will have to spend? I mean, if you're going for the second-hand shops here in Delhi, hardly 500 rupees you'll get 2 textbooks. That is just 2 chicken biryani. All right, a simple, very simple investment. For the vegetarian's sake, paneer. All right, equality matters. Anyway, read those, at least the first 2 chapters in it. That is the first exercise. Second exercise is please go through the syllabus. Then definitely take the paper 1, paper 2, question papers of at least last 5 years. Then see, okay, which I'm feeling that I can handle. I was stuck with, when I came to Delhi, I was stuck with geography, psychology, to choose which among these. These were my initial options. By chance, I stumbled upon public administration and I found that to be easy for me. Neither psychology nor geography. Why? Because I found it to be very practical. I wanted to learn about the entire Indian administration. I was interested in it. Because there is a chapter in paper 2 called Law and Order, which IPS was my first preference also, service preference. So Law and Order is there, collector is there, then the whole thing, the entire gamut. I'm interested in it. So I picked it up. That is the only reason. So you also just follow this exercise, and I followed this. That is again another reason. I bought one book, which was Mohit Bhattacharya's New Horizons of Public Administration. I went through the first 2 chapters. I found it interesting. Went through the syllabus, then paper 1, paper 2. Then I came to the conclusion, not psychology, not geography, it is PubAd for me. This is the reason. Because geography, again, why I didn't choose geography? I'm very bad at drawing. My Indian map will look like a melted ice cream. So literally, India hai ye dikhane ke liye, I will draw one Sri Lanka definitely. Taake there is no confusion. And psychology, as it is, it was a difficult subject for me, so I left it. So, but some people find PubAd tough because I find it, what is it? Oh, it is so difficult to link paper 1, paper 2. They find it like that. Don't take it. I had 2-3 students, with all due respect, from who had come to me, sir, we are confused between PubAd and sociology. 2 students came actually. So I said, which one are you comfortable with? They said sociology. Please go ahead with it. Please go ahead with it. That is what I told them. Why? What you're comfortable is what you should choose. And if you found it confusing to choose between us, it is not Swayamvar here. Optional you have to choose, not the faculty. Getting the point? We are all good at what we do. We are all really good. That is the point here. Shadi nahi karna hai. And shadi shuda bhi hu. There is no chance for it now. Understand? Yeah. Kuch log single hai. I mean, you can try. I mean, left to you. I mean, whatever works for you. But get the point. You need to live with the optional, not with the faculty. Get it very clear. All right. So do this exercise. It's a simple exercise. Less than 500 rupees kharch ki hai. Just do it. Then you will come to a conclusion. Any other question from PubAd or anything? New Horizons of Public Administration by Mohit Bhattacharya. Only one book I recommend for my entire subject. Paper 1, paper 2 included only one book. And the question that you asked, वो क्या रहा है, yeah. So basically, this is something that I recommend for all my PubAd or GS classes also. Just a recommendation, a suggestion. लेना है तो ले लो, वरना छोड़ दो. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Generally, I ask my students to write only on the right-hand side, whatever notes I give. Two reasons. For left side, I ask them to leave it blank. Why? Because every page summary can come here. First reason. Second reason, anything from current affairs, because PubAd is a subject based on current affairs. You feel there is a theory point which can be linked to the current affair. You fill it here on the left hand side. Third thing, why the left hand side should be left empty. Let us say it's a topic, Woodrow Wilson. पिछले 10 साल में सिर्फ एक ही बार इसके ऊपर एक सवाल आ गया है. Where will you write it? Write the question and the answer on the left hand side. ताकि one book becomes your go-to book for everything. Next year after prelims, you get to know, yeah, I'm clearing prelims. 1 week, मनोरंजन करो, वापस आ जाओ, सीधा अपना note ले लो. You have the left hand side to go through. So left hand side, when you have already made short summaries of what is there on the right, you have also wrote the answers here. All you need to do is what? Refer the left. Don't bother about the bulky note on the right. You will refer it only when you came across a term, let us say science of administration, you're like, अरे यार ये क्या था? Then go through the bulky note. अब यहाँ पर current affairs भी है, gist भी है, short notes भी है, आपने छोटा छोटा flow chart भी यहाँ पर बना दिया है. बात खत्म, revision हो जाएगा. Revise करो जल्दी से जल्दी. Enroll for the test series. Game खत्म. And this is what I recommend again for most of the subjects. ताकि रिविजन आसानी से हो जाए. ये वो 10th स्टैंडर्ड 12th स्टैंडर्ड वाला गेम नहीं है. रिविजन शुड हैपन फटाफट. तो वहां पर बैठकर यू कैन नॉट रीड बल्की नोट्स. सो वन मोर थिंग व्हाट आई सजेस्ट इज कीप राइटिंग एवरीथिंग इन पॉइंट्स. अंडरलाइन इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड्स और बॉक्स them up. Whatever you underline or box them, make flowcharts out of it and place it in the left hand side. Your revision becomes very easy. Getting the point, people? Any other queries?
So, although you have said that you will teach current affairs by linking, so like what should be our initial approach with current affairs and with the subject?
See, as far as I will tell you, current affairs, you only do it as far for your prelims and GS perspective. PubAd perspective, I will handle it. That is my job as a faculty. That I will handle it. Don't again go behind multiple books. Why? Because if you're going behind multiple books means, then why am I here? Why have you enrolled for the subject? So that is the point. You just focus on attending the class regularly. Don't miss the class. Today, if you have finished the class, that day only pick it up and read it. This rule is for every optional. पहले दिन से don't try to, Woodrow Wilson, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not going to clear the exam by mugging this. You need to understand, you need to familiarize. What we would call is the first service or second service of the engine. But till it is over, you're not supposed to hit above 60 km/h. So oil your brains first with the important terms of your optional. Give it familiarity. Optional और GS में बस इतना फर्क है. Optional में certain technical words are there which you have to use in your paper. वरना वो GS paper बन जाएगा. So you have to use those key terms there. How will it come to you on day one? No. Regularly reading it. Read, not study. There is a difference between the two. Read it. Keep reading it. Today you read it. Tomorrow also you're reading it. Tomorrow Sunday है, you're reading it. Monday है, you're reading it. बारिश है, गर्मी है, गर्लफ्रेंड ने छोड़कर गया है, you are still reading it. I don't care. Even if you are in the hospital also, you're reading your optional. Reading it regularly. Familiarity बढ़ते बढ़ते क्या हो जाएगा? Your neural network in your brains will start interconnecting things. अपने आप में. You won't have to make any effort. But regularly you should do it.